Hi everyone. I am trying to figure out why I'm so fuzzy. Let me see if I can figure out this fuzzy thing. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Layout settings, camera. Okay, that's not any better either. So Hey, I don't know why it's so fuzzy, guys. I can't get it to focus. That's crazy. I don't know. I've tried tower. I've tried network. I've tried cleaning all the cameras off. I don't know. Crazy. Oh, oh, no sound, no video? Or do I have sound now? Okay. Oh, guys, you would not believe today. You would not believe today. Okay. I got up, crack of oh, booty cracked on, and I had to drive 45 miles. Shut the door! You're letting bugs in. And I got little ones that don't want to shut doors. But so we got up and we drove our 45 miles to take my granddaughter to school because they were doing some um a special thing where they were going to go do bowling and then do their end of the year school book signing. So I get her there, I drop her off. I'm stuck in a town now, and I don't live there from 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was going to pick her up at 1:30. I get there at 1:30, and she's got this pathetic little look on her face. I mean, like someone just killed her. And she doesn't talk. She just goes, and I'm like, what? And she's like, they didn't let me sign yet. They don't sign it until 2 o'clock. So it was like, okay. So then I had to go find somewhere to go do something again and let her stay. And I went back and got her at 2:30. So I've been all through Hobby Lobby, and I'll pull out my haul in a little bit, show you my haul. I actually did a pretty good haul, really, actually. And then, so we did Hobby Lobby, and I bought some colored pencils and a couple colored books, and then I got stuff to make my cover minders for the event because I'm going to make some cover minders. And then I got some of the magnets and the E6000, some stuff like that. Then I went over to the crystal store. What did I get from there? Got me a little mortar pedestal thing and um, some resins. But oh my lord, I have been all over just to kill 4 or 5 hours so that she could do her school thing. So we've done that, and we're on the way home. This child proceeds to, I mean, because I don't have air right now. So it's like roll your window down and do 75 miles an hour and just get air that way, good old fashioned way. She sticks her head halfway out the window, and I hear this blood curdling scream, and then she's yelling, and I'm like, what? She's like, my glasses flew off. So she's like, they went that way. So I pull over across 2 lanes, turn on my flashers. I get out of the car, wait until traffic's moved. I run across the interstate like crazy fool. And I walked a mile down the interstate in the grass looking for these crazy glasses. Never could find them. So I have to wait. My feet are all cut up because I was in flip flops. I have to wait until traffic is clear so I can run across the interstate again and walk the mile back the other way. And people are honking at you doing 90 miles an hour as they blow past you and they honk at you. And then it's like, really? Did you think honking was going to make me miraculously just disappear? It was just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But my poor feet they hurt. They really do hurt. They really do hurt, guys. Now, let me turn on this light over here because I don't think it'll be as bright on y'all. And I'll pull out this bag and see what we got. Oh. So yeah, it has been a day. But I was a nice Nana. I was Nana, and we went and why is it picking that up? No, that doesn't do it. What about if I go over here? Is that better? Yeah, that's better. We'll do that. We'll put you over here. You get to hang out on Artemisa. That's where that is. But I did get a stand so that it's stable, so it doesn't have all the jiggly stuff and keep going in and out. They had the cracked glass water fountain with the rocks in the bottom, and it was on sale for half price, and it was, I mean, I think it was $29 normally, so I got it for $15. And I'm gonna clean off my end table over here and put that over here so I can hear the water, because I just think that'd be really cool. I think that'd be really cool. And right now they're having really good sales because like all their DAC stuff was off 40% off. They actually did have some DAC pins. They had the really cool one, the berry swirl, and then they had the one that has the gold flake in it. And they were 14. And then I bought a colored book called the Gnome Neighborhood, and it's got all kinds of gnomes in here. It's really kind of cute. And I think what I'm going to do is just photocopy them, and that way you can, hand them out to the kids and let them color them too. Oh, let me tell you, my feet are killing me because walking in that, what the grass is like on the side of the interstate, that rough saw blade that it tore my feet up, and then my feet are killing me from having to put my toes down to try to keep them on. So I don't think I'm going to be wearing these things either, unless it's just to run out the front door and come right back, because it hurts. My feet are killing me. And then you add the legs and everything else. And then this one is called Secret Worlds. And it has got like some fantasy and very intricate pictures in it. So I thought, when you're done diamond painting and you just kick back and work on these. And I think I'm going to photocopy them, and that way it doesn't tear them up. And then I had been trying to win this one. I really have, guys. Every time they try to give this puppy away on Uniquely Yours Down Under, they've given this one away last month. They're giving it away this month. They did a surprise giveaway, and I think it was Nick's. And I've tried 3 times to get this. No luck. I finally just broke down and went and got it on Amazon. But it is beautiful. It's all of her pictures. You just have to color them. And some of these little dots you're coloring are really, 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 really tiny. So that's going to be interesting. I have never colored before, except for when I colored as a kid. And I can't do the mandalas because I don't like the same colors touching. I know that's weird, but I couldn't handle the same colors touching. And then I had bought that many colored pencils so far, so I'd have colored pencils to work with. And then I got, all right, here's the make color cover minders, the good old E6000. And then this will be one. Oops. And these are for the event in October. This will be one. Oh, I might try that one because I can handle an optical. And I'm sorry, guys, since all my lizards had shown up on my porch, I'm gonna go ahead and keep the lizard. I'm gonna make him and put the lizard. So lizard will be mine. I'll make him in a little bit. And then I found these. I figured these would make cool ones. They're like succulents, and then you could just put your magnets on the back, and they're 3D. So that's kind of cool. And let me see what else I got in my little bag. Okay, and I got turtle, because they were having these on for half price. And what's in here? So these will be the cover minders that go out for that event when I do the giveaways. Big old tree. And then these were just cute. I'm gonna put little itty bitty magnets on the back of those. So I got tons of magnets. I get my magnets from AliExpress. And I had a bunch of small ones, so I broke down and got some of the big ones so that I would know what size to get. There you go, little blessed ones. And I might actually get the gel pens too. I don't have any gel pens right now, but for like the little bitty dots in all areas, I think that would work really well. And then like the magnets, I got the size off of this one because this is the size I like to use so that I could look it up. And I think I got like 50 of them for like $16, where I paid $6 for like, what is it? 3. So these are $2 a piece, and I got a ton of them off AliExpress. So Ali is definitely your better deal. And let me see. Oh, and then I got this little one. I don't know if I'll end up keeping him or put him in there, but he'll be made into one. So definitely going to have the cover minders. Got a little butterfly. And a brooch. So those are going to be turned into cover minders for the event. And I know not Angel, but Amber Eclectic Journey, they're actually making some resin ones, supposedly. And I've got Nick's Notions doing trays for us for the giveaways. I mean, working with this little blender thingy. But these are weird. But, giving it my all. And then I got, for the giveaway, little bitty tape measures. Ooh. I might actually go to Walmart. I hate Walmart, but I'll go to Walmart. And so I got, different ones with cats. And those will go in the giveaway. And of course, you got colored pencils. You got to have a sharpener. Let me see what else is down here. More magnets. Let's have magnets. And then this is the weirdest. It says an eraser, but I guess you need it. And then just kind of to erase your corners and blend them out and stuff. But I don't have anything for coloring, so I went ahead and picked up stuff for coloring. And then I picked these up. These are on half price, and they're solar, and you hang them on your back porch, and they will get they'll actually glow blue. It's got little bitty lights inside it, so that's kind of cool. And I got little hooks out there, so I'll just hook them up and let it go. And it's got like little, I don't know, it's like little teeny light strand in there, that LED light strand that the solar lights up. And then what else is in here? And they had, like I said, they had a lot of this was 40% off. And then I am making this into a trash drill holder that I can just stick here and put my trash drills in instead of on my floor, because that's normally where all my trash drills go. It's all over my floor, which is kind of a thing. Let's just put it in here. Oh, okay. And I wanted, because there is some stuff that hi Judy, I am good, worn to booty out. Yeah, I would think that markers would go all the way through and like bleed through and everything. But in the soap making area, it had, because I don't know if any of y'all make your own herbal concoction stuff, but I'm wanting to make the salve I make that has analgesic. So it's got some arnica in it. It's got the calendula. It's got some comfrey. I mean, it's got all kinds of stuff. Some of it cleans it, something keeps from getting infected. Yeah, I bet they would. So it's a lot of this stuff. You gotta like simmer the herbs and then strain them in a cheesecloth, and then you mix it with beeswax and a little bit of coconut oil and let it sit and set. Yeah, and if you want to scent it, you can put some oil in it. So rather than go to you know the crystal store that has herbs, but their herbs are expensive. Like I got this one for $3.99, big bag. Their little bags are like $4.99, $6.99 at the crystal store. So I was like, ooh, calendula, because I need some of that. And then this one's cornflower petals. And then you just get in your herb book and see which one does what. And I know I need the calendula because when I make, you do need calendula, and that one's the calendula. And I don't know if anyone works like with using yarrow, because you can take yarrow petals and like rub them in your hand if you got a cut, and it'll clean them out and keep them getting infected. And I just found a whole big old yarrow patch at the end of the road. I may take a walk and go clip some. And I got some lavender petals and dried rose petals. And what's this one? And eucalyptus leaves. So that wasn't too bad of a haul. But I'll make all those cover minders up and then it'll be done. And then between that and I've gotten some enchanted succulent wax and, just slowly getting different things. And that one's my bottle to make black salt. I got a little bottle. I don't even know what all I got in here. Went to get another hematite ring. Oh, got it over here. Yeah. I've been to the crystal store so much that I actually get 15% off the minute I walk in there. Oh, because what I have to work with, guys, it's pitiful. It's pitiful. What I have to work with is one of those little itty bitty ones that you can find at TJ Maxx. It's about this big, this big. Oh yeah, you sure do. I got them till Sunday. I left them with my dad today, the two boys. I kept calling, "Are you still okay? Are you still okay?" Because he'll be 78 this year. But here's my mortar, and then ta-da! So I finally have a real one now that I can crush things with. Because the one I have, it says spices and has all these little decorative things, and it's more for in your kitchen and cooking. It's yeah. And then what else is here? And I got me some copal, dragon's blood, and of course, gotta have rocks. So I got this puppy. Went there and hand picked that tourmaline. So that was my haul for today. So I didn't do too bad because I think altogether it's $200. And I put it on a card. It was like, yeah, it'll go on a card. But a lot of it was 40% off, 50% off. I think the coloring books cost me the most. Those things are like, they want your whole house for those. I don't know why, but they want the whole house. And your kids, everything. Everything. And then I will show you guys how much I've worked up of Artemisa. Oh my gosh, she's working up so easy, guys. Loving her. Can't wait. I have always loved this picture. And I actually have a couple more of hers that I don't think I've seen them. It's like one or two places I found them. And I didn't even know who it was that did them when I bought them. It was back, AliExpress days of buying pictures at AliExpress. And I really didn't even know, I was like, oh, cool picture. Until they started putting her on, about a year and a half ago. Let's see if I can get through all these cover minder makers. Now, see, originally I was going to keep that one, but then I decided to go with the. Oh, I decided to go with the salamander, since I now have so many of them like come up on the front porch. But these were on sale for half price. Well, actually, I might go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one for me too, because it was such a big one. But I still have all like these. I have the butterfly. I have blessed, star. Yes. Nope. I just use my camera for everything. I have, believe it or not, I have a Canon camera, but I don't have an SD card for it. But I'm not sure how to use it in video mode. I mean, I know how to take pictures. Well, I barely know how to take pictures with it. It's one of those things. I don't know how many of y'all have been divorced before, but after you made your divorce, it's like you go into meltdown mode and you just got to have everything. And then you, after you do your little everything stint, then it's like, uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to flip you around because I figured out how to do this now. And I can go in here and I can do back facing camera. Okay. And I am that far on Artemisa already. I'm all the way up to the wolf snout. And I've only been working on her a couple days. So I was actually really impressed at how quick she's working up and how well. And then like when I did Color Street, I had a ring light. And when I do the big Hade, I can actually get the ring light and get it to where it's like right up on it and zoom it in. And then I had that other, I'm telling you, that's the stiffy from I don't know where, how, what, because that thing is such a stiffy. All right, what is it doing? There we go. That thing is such a stiffy that it's about this thick, big around, and it's copper, and you can barely bend it. I mean, that's what I don't understand. And it's just, but I don't know. It's so weird because this is the same exact camera. That's what I was talking about. It's like, I don't know. Because it's usually just like this, but I don't know. It may just not like being out in the heat because, like I said, it's hot outside and it's been in the car and yeah. But I've even tried cleaning the lens because usually, I mean, it's the same exact one. So I'm gonna cover you up, guys. Is that any better? Because I was using my finger. This time I actually used a wipe. So it should be a little better. Oh. And I just fed the little ones. Can you tell they're all wound up? Yeah, I noticed it too because I mean, even when I started, I was like, why is this so fuzzy? And I was trying going through all the settings and I mean, I just don't understand it. And let me try one more thing. Let me see if this will work. See if it'll pick up. Is this any better? Part of it is I'm on the last leg of my internet because I live out in the country and I only get so much. And then after that, you go down to low, low, low speed. So I just switched it over to tower, but I'm only getting, well, now at least I'm getting 2 bars. So that might be better. But my dad did say yesterday they were out here up on a pole. Oh, well, didn't help. So I don't know. I don't understand it. They told me to turn it off and turn it back on, and it does it every now and then. It doesn't do it all the time to me. It's just every now and then. But of course, it is 5 o'clock and it's Friday, so every child is probably doing homework right now. So yeah, but yeah, But he said that they were out and they ran some kind of wires and they got a big roll of wire on the ground. So maybe they're getting closer to giving us real cable because I will hop on this stuff because if there's a cloud in the sky, internet goes crazy. And actually, I think it was clearer when I was on both of my have. So I'll try that. Is that bad? Cloud bad. Snow was really bad. It was like I didn't get nothing for days. So yeah, that's no fun. And like right now, just to do this, I threw the kids off the TV. It was like, okay, you're off the TV for a while. So I am so sorry I'm pixelated. I hate when it does this. But I can get on in the middle of the night when no one's on and it's fine. And you should have seen the looks I was getting walking down the interstate. Then people looking at me, they're honking their horn. They're like, I mean, because I only had this far like of a space to walk in. It was like, yeah, not much about this. So I'm walking on this much space, and then these people don't move over at all. They're doing like 90 miles an hour. I mean, 90 miles an hour. And I thought, I'm going to get killed. I am going to be flattened like a bug. And so I walked a mile. I figured if I don't find a mile, I'm turning around. So I walked a mile, waited till the traffic cleared out, and then I ran across. I don't know what it is because he does it every once in a while. I just don't know if it got overheated being in the extremely hot car or what. I know I was overheated. I turned my AC down to 63. Um, but I mean, it was like I thought it was going to be a squished bug. Really did. You know, all the traffic finally got cleared out. Ran across the interstate, and people way down there, and they're honking at me, and I'm like, people, I'm running as fast as my little old fat self can run. I mean, it was just like it was crazy. And then I had to walk a whole mile back up to the car. And I get to the car and she sticks her glasses out the window, people. They blew off her head, but they blew behind her into the third row floor. I hate that sometimes. I mean, and I don't know what to do with it other than turn it all the way off and turn it back on. But I mean, she's in there. They were on the floor. I'm like, why are you crying? She goes, but I thought she was gonna die. I thought she was gonna get hurt. I mean, she was hysterical because I wouldn't let her out. She was like, I want to get out. And I was like, no, you're not getting out. Well, maybe if I get over, let me try something. We're gonna go for a little walkabout. Oh, Cindy's body says we don't want to do no walking about, and it don't. It's like we are done for the day. Because maybe it'll work better over here if I can get over here. Because then I'm away from all the lights and everything. Oh, I am so sorry. Yeah. Oh, it's cooler over here though. Is this any better? Oh. I don't know what they're doing. I hear things making all kinds of noise. Has anyone seen the new pins that are out from DAC? The one, there's a berry swirl and there's a cherry jubilee, and there's what's the other one? Fizzy something, and they're pretty cool looking. They were kind of pretty looking, and I was actually surprised that they had them at a Hobby Lobby. Whew. I am so sorry, guys. Yeah, when I go in here and look in the camera, all of this is let me flip the camera. It doesn't let me like refocus it or something because it's almost like it's out of focus. And I don't know how to make it focus better. But that's what it seems like. It's like it's out of focus. See what happens if I hit this button. Layout, private chat, settings. Yeah, audio, general. What's in this one? Shift videos. Okay, no, that's not gonna do it. Nah, it's not gonna do it. Okay, no, doesn't do it. So I don't know. I don't know. And I made it to 42% on the hay last night. I worked on it with Rose and them and Rose's Facebook group. And I got the owl done, guys. The owl is done. Yeah, because they had the like light green ones. Well, they got some new ones that they have out now. It's a fizzy bear, no, fizzy. It's like a orange with a little bit of purple and yellow and it's swirled, but it's fizzy something. And then I think what I'm gonna end up doing is my other phone. I'm gonna actually charge the next time, and that way I can look stuff up on it. But fizzy something, and then they had um a berry swirl. It's like purple. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I was like, I don't really need a new pen. I just got that opal one. There we go. But now that I got the cover mine, just because I got everything for the cover mine, I got some putties. I got some waxes, cover minders, trays. I got a DP with sparkler certificate for the grand prize. So yeah, go down to accessories. In fact, I'm thinking that's what I might use my gift certificate for. But go down to accessories. They have release paper. They have 4 pins, unless they're sold out by now. But they had 4 pins, and then the candles. And I think if you have $100 order, you get a free candle right now. So I guess they're trying to get rid of candles. I was just surprised to actually see it at the store. And the gentleman, because I don't know who all heard, but the gentleman that I helped online, because I also have a Facebook group that says Arkansas Diamond Painters. And I was almost asleep the other night, and I got this ding, and it was like him wanting in the group, and I let him in the group, and he sent me a message, and he was like, I really need to know how you do this, where you get them, um, and what all it entails. And so it was like I told him to start out, try Hobby Lobby. I said, because you don't want to go for high end unless you know you really like it. I said they do have some Diamond Art Club at Hobby Lobby, but they're not the big super heavy duty expensive, and they're usually always 40% off. And I said, and they also have diamond dots. So, your choice. Diamond dots are usually round, and the others are square. So your choice. Told them that rounds were easier for people starting out and more sparkly, but you get better crisper images with the squares. And so I was telling them everything that kind of entails. And then I sent him to my YouTube, and he saw the light board. He said, what's that whitest thing underneath your thing? And I was like, it's a light board. I said, it helps you see the symbols better. I always use it because my eyes don't get tired quickly then because I'm not straining. And so I sent him to Amazon, and I said, now you can do like I did. And I bought A3s and A4s when I first started. And that little USB plug-in thing, within 2-3 weeks, it'd be jacked up, not working. I mean, it never failed. Jack up, not working. So I finally said, heck with that. And I bought me the one that has the quick disconnect. So this actually connects into one that's coming out of the board. See, they're down 2 already because they did have 4. They had a purple one, a blue one, and like a red berry one, and then the fizzy one. That sucks. But I love this. Absolutely love this thing because it's a quick connect, and you just plug it into the one that's coming out of the board. So it never actually plugs in your board, so that part of the board doesn't mess up. And it's got the 3 levels, low, medium, and high. And I bought an A2. The A2 is the size of like a 40 by 50. It holds a 40 by 50 canvas beautifully. And so, I told him to go, and he popped back, and he's like, is $56 a good price? And I was like, oh yeah, because I paid, I think, $89 for each of mine, and I got 2. Yeah, see, mine actually, it's got a little cord that comes out of the board, and then that part that I have in my hand plugs into that, and then it just plugs into the extension cord. Love this thing. And I actually work on it. I mean, it is my workspace. And I have the one on the couch, and then I have the one on the drafting table, and I just don't move either one of them because I got tired of dragging them back and forth. And so, let me try this because Dax has said that it was the moving it, but it might not. It just might not be close enough. Is that any better? Is that something closer to it? But it still looks fuzzy. Still looks fuzzy. But so I sent him for that, and then he was like, "Well, what about that suitcase thing with all them little vials in it? Where'd you get that?" And I was like, "That's from Amazon too. You know, look up diamond painting storage." I said, "You will find multitudes of different ones." I said, "You can even go to Harbor Freight." Oh, I love my A2. The only thing bigger is the A1, and I bet that sucker's as big as a 60 by 80. Those things are huge. But I mean, I love it. I love it, and I use it for my work table because I mean it's so big that I just use my light board and just work on my light board, have it in my lap and work away. Because Artemisa is actually on my light board, and I just roll the top around a little foam and then clip it. And usually I work from the top down, but I wanted to work on the wolf first, so I I just figure I'll just flip it later and then come down the other way. And I got all kinds of plans for bling. I really do. Oh, I do. I've got some frost, which I'm going to use in the constellations. I have some silver, which I'm going to use in the heart where all that silver is. I see, I had an A3, but you know how the A3, that little USB connector plugs in there, and after a while, it just got to where it just came apart. It just said, "We're done." And it was like, no more. Oh. And of course, I think I will do this, guys, so that I'm not ripping y'all around. I will put you on that and just kind of hold you there. I went to go get another one of these. Because I want it on this finger here. Yeah, because the thing is, I went through, I don't know how many A3s, A4s. I mean, the A3 I can make sort of work, but it's kind of flimsy. So I was like, I'm spending quite a bit of money to um, get these when I could just pay the big money and have one that, I mean, they're both I've been using them for a year and they're great. Oh, I'm going to put the banner up. Dun, 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 Bink. There we go. And go back to comments. And then we'll hide that one. There we go. But I mean, it was like I've been using them nonstop, and they do great. So in the long run, it's a little more money up front, but it's much better, much better. Now, see, it's almost like I'm out of focus more than anything, and it may be in a setting in my phone that I'll need to go in and dig in there. Yeah, it's like that these A2s last and they're thicker. I don't know about your A2, but my A2's like it's probably about good, you know, about a quarter of an inch or so. So it's thicker than that, just a little flimsy light board. I mean, these like are best. I mean, they're good. I mean, it's like it's more out of focus. So I don't know if it might be a setting in my phone. I woke up, guys. You're not gonna believe this. I woke up and this phone, I think I'm just gonna have to turn it off and not just do the reset, but actually go in and clean it up and do off because it turned itself on in the middle of the night. Went to Nix's Subnautica. Ooh, oh wow. Yeah, I was wanting to get that one where she's smelling the rose. Oh, I think that is such a beautiful picture, and that would be pretty in crystal because I can actually see And I know when I did my video the other day, my hand went across it and it's like it gets out of focus and it takes it forever to come back into focus. But of course, I'm really bad about dropping my phone. It's gone swimming a couple times for real. I fall asleep in the bathtub and I'll find it at the bottom of the bathtub. So it's a miracle it works. We're doing good. And plus, it's paid off. You know what happens when you pay them off? When you pay off your phone is when you're there. It's like, oh, you paid off your phone. You need a new one. So, but I do need to go in, and it's for some reason my phone's saving it like Google, and I mean it's like putting so much everywhere that it may just because it's got so much in there. So I've got to sit down and really try to figure out how to get some of this stuff out of this thing. And then on the hay, I've got the owl done, its face done, and I've got almost all of the French horn done now. I am down to where it's not even a full 30 by 40 left. It's like about half of a 30 by 40. So a 15 by 20. So, hi, Kathy. Oh, that's okay. Lurk away. Lurk away. I love the eyeballs. Love the eyeballs. For Nix's event, I finished it. It is I'm gonna post the finished picture on Monday. And I did Woodland Elf from Capture. See how it's like the minute I moved, it's like I go out of focus. But it's Captured by Radiance, Woodland Elf, which I went on there to see how big she is, and I can't find it. So I think she's like a 50 by 60. And I got her done, and oh, the face is gorgeous. If I could figure out how to put a picture in here, I would, because it is gorgeous. But I will put it, I think I put it on my Love and Sparkles Facebook group. But if I haven't, I'll put it in there because it's done. But the face, the shading was like spot on. And it's really cool. And then she's got a dragon wrapped around the back of her shoulders, and then his head's coming over the top of her shoulder. And then I did I just never know what to call that thing. And I know everyone's had to have seen it because it's been around for a while, but it's that skull where it's like coming out and it looks like it's like fading, and it's got vampire teeth, and it's all in blacks and grays. It's really cool looking. And I took citrine quads and put them in the eyes, and it looks like it's got green glowy eyes. It's really cool looking. And I think that's in there too, because I've been trying to put the ones that I finished in there. And then I did the frogs where it's got the three frogs and they're like stair stepped on top of each other. Because I can do 30 by 40 in a couple days. And so I've done 2 30 by 40s. I've done Woodland Elf, started on Armisa, and have done from the flowers over because I'm doing it for Angie and Rose's event for autism because it had to be blue. Well, there's so much blue in this thing that I was covered. And it had to be less than 50%. And I'm just now at 42. So I'm good. I'm really good. And then like with my granddaughter here, and she's not going home till Sunday, she sleeps on the couch. She loves the couch. I've offered my bed, she wants the couch. So when she's ready to go to sleep, which is usually about 9, then I will flip over and come over here to where this one is, and we'll sit down and work on this. And now that I know how to flip this, I will flip the camera. We are, no, it's not flipping it. And there, and we're going to flip the camera, and we're going to put it to the back facing, front, back. And I'm going to pull it up here, and I'm going to show y'all this. I'm so proud of this, let me tell you, because I've actually got so much accomplished on it. That's what I've done from like here down for the event, for the autism event. So I'm so proud of that because that is rough. Oh yeah, they know about your little escapades. They know. You don't know? You do too. You did it. All right. We are back. So that is the Haid. And I'm going to do a video probably Monday when the little ones are out of here so that they're not interrupting me. But Kimberly has asked me to go from start to finish. So I'm going to charge up my laptop so that I can sit there and video on the laptop the steps to go through. And I'm going to just send her Jenny because the way I did mine was so god awful and actually very expensive. This picture is $320, if not more, because when I did it was a year and a half ago when I bought this. And there was no companies that you could go to. There was Hankins, Smith Beads, to get your beads, but you had to go. I think I got this from, what was it? It's not Hurricane, like Homespun or something like that. And they're the ones that I got the canvas, and all I got was the canvas. And the canvas by itself with nothing on it, just the blank canvas, was $80 for just a blank canvas. And then I went to the bead person and I told him I'm doing the max of what I'm doing. Anna, what? You didn't tell me what the color. Well, then lay down up there. Oh, and you got some sun today. Papa let you get some sun. But she quoted me $160, and it was supposed to be for the max. They have the minis and then they have the maxes. And the max is 240 colors. And I mean, it's a lot of beads. And so when I get it in the mail, when I got it, because she quoted 160, so right there we're at 160 and the 80, so right there 240, just for the canvas, and it's supposed to be the beads. And then I get in the mail, I got 90 count. So whoever did her work for her did not give me the max color. She gave me the mini color, and I sent them back and I said, wrong thing, talked to her again, and they sent me the exact same thing back. And so I kept those and said, no, I need the rest of my colors. And I told them, I actually printed it up and highlighted the ones that they had not sent me. But what I did not realize is some of my colors are off. I either have way too many of a color or not enough, because it was done for the mini instead of for the max. So then I had to go buy some more colors. And so I had to buy 40,000 939s. And there was one other color I had to go buy, an astronomical. I think it was black. I had to buy an astronomical amount. So that was, another $40, $50. And then the colors that I never got from her, I just finally said the heck with it and just ordered off Diamond Drills USA. So I think altogether it's been about $320. I have told my children, I said, when I pass away, this is to be passed down to whoever, wherever, because this is going to be like a heirloom. It's going to be like that quilt that someone worked for like 100 years on. Because, oh my Lord. And the detail in this thing is crazy. I mean, like, it's got the one wolf that y'all have seen, but there's another wolf under that wolf that is in her hand. I mean, these wolves are in her hand. And then there's all kinds of forests that you're just now seeing the tops of the trees. And, you got this extra little planet over here. And then you start getting into the waterfalls. And I think I'm going to put glow in the dark in the waterfalls, because it's kind of like the water spray coming off of it. Then you get down at the bottom and you get into the fairy king and the fairy queen down there. Then you have all the moths, and it's like, wow. It's wow. And it's none of us charted. I'm working all off of a tablet. So she was like, can you please, go step by step and show us, what to do. But I'm going to send them either to Jadkins or Jenny and have it done as a bundle where you give it to them and they, send it in and they calculate your canvas, and so that it'll be easier. And I think with both Jadkins and Jenny's, they send them to a manufacturer that may even put the daggone picture on it for them. because I don't mean it'd be so much easier and less brain power if it was a picture on there. I mean, I have a few. That's why I save all my squares because I have two big, huge, not this huge, but still pretty huge. One is a black cat sitting behind a crystal ball in front of like a cathedral window. Beautiful. And then the other one is, I think it was Bubbles and Troubles or something. But it's like three cats, and they're sitting there with a bunch of like potion bottles and bubbles. And it's pretty good size. I mean, not as big as the other ones, but those I'll just use my spares on. But it's pictures. I mean, it's pictures. So I can just look at it and say, oh, I can follow the picture. It's like dumbing it down because it's like, oh, it took me 3 months to get used to working off a tablet, because you just want to drop the drills where with this, I can't. I've got to look at the tablet and then figure out where to put them in and I can only work in a 2x6 spot, like two blocks high and three across. So it's like I'm doing 600 drills at a time. It's the most I can do. Otherwise, I end up messing up. But I had to start doing just one block at a time. It was like one block of 100 and do that block and then move and then do that block and then move. And then I finally got to where I could increase it and manage more blocks. But it took a while. It really did. And it took having more of the picture completed so that you can see what you're kind of working with. You'd be amazed. It's really hard. And this is my work table, guys. Right here. That is all of my drills. I mean, that's what I work with. And that is those big, huge suitcases that, I mean, are like, I'd say probably 6 inches thick because it's 2 layers tall on each of them. And I just leave them. I mean, this has been set up where no one sits on the love seat. No one comes over here because it's just set up for this picture. I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they are an accomplishment. If you ever get one done, you can say, I did it. I filled in that bucket list. And then, like a couple people said, Diamonds and Washi's doing one, but she actually took one this size and cut it into 4 canvases, which is more manageable because, yeah, still too much thinking. But I don't know how she's going to actually get a good picture cutting it in 4 because how are you going to get an accurate picture if it's got the split? Because if you got to put it on a wraparound canvas, you're going to miss part of your picture. So I don't know how that would work. My dad finally figured out a way to make the drafting table big enough to where I don't have it hanging off because for a long time it just would hang off on the corners. And we figured out how much we needed, and he went and got plywood and built a bigger table that sits on the table. I mean, it hangs off the table probably a good 8 inches on either side of the actual table. Yeah, see, mine instead of splitting it in the panels, because if I had tried to split this in panels, it would have split it down the back of her head. So I just left it all as one. But oh, it's hard to work on. It is. I mean, because my drafting table is 3 feet tall and 4 feet wide. When I get behind yeah. So I mean, this is like because she's kind of doing them in 60 by 80 panels, and mine's just the whole stinking thing. But I do have to say, this face, guys, this face is absolutely breathtaking. It really, really is breathtaking. Yeah, so I'll show you the face and all, and this is where it would have split it, and I'm going to be really pixelated because I'm moving. I'm trying not to move too much. Okay, and I need to go here, 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 oh, no, and here, and then go here. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, guys. There we go. And see, that's where it would have split. It was like right here. So that wouldn't have been very good because you would have seen the start of the feather and going, what's that? So that wouldn't have worked. But look at that face. I was so shocked when I found out that that was, how it would look. I was so impressed with it. Okay, I'm going back to front. Okay, there we go. I'm back. I mean, and I don't think anyone else is doing this one because, I mean, even I think Jenny was going to try to get it and put it on Uniqueers, but she wasn't even able to get. They wouldn't release it to her. So the only way to do this picture is this way. So if you're going to do it, I would do it as a mini because I think doing it as a mini, this would be the whole thing instead of doing it as a maxi because the mini was only 90 per colors. And I just don't think because she would have like one of them would have been half because she's got I don't know why she's got a roller coaster on her head, but the roller coaster would have been cut in half. Part of the gazebo would so this one wouldn't even have worked that way. Whereas with hers, I think it's with the dragon race, you got specific dragons in different parts of it, so it's easier to do it. I know it's something to do with this. It's like I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know if my camera itself inside my camera has gotten the focus messed up, where I'm gonna have to get in there and mess with the focusing on it. It's like sometimes I hate taking the last 2 weeks. You know how everyone's been talking about Mercury's in retrograde and the lunar eclipse and the blood moon and how electronics were going to be horrible and yada yada. Well, I'm telling you, they have. Really, they have. I mean, even today when I was like at a store, they were having problems with theirs, and I was like, I said, it's been like that all last 2 weeks. It's like, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that eventually I would have to buy another computer, I was so mad at my computer the other day, I was ready to throw it in the yard and watch it blow up into many little pieces because I was just like, oh my God, you're killing me. I mean, it was like, oh, unreal. And then I went to the lake today because I was like, I ran out of places. I actually ran out of stores to walk through. I was like, I'm done, done, done. So I went and got me a sandwich and I drove out to the lake and I took the little gnome coloring book and I sat there and I colored about half of a page in the gnome coloring book. It's kind of cute. And I did one and it's a old lady gnome, what do you call them? Little guys. Only it was a little girl. She had the big nose. And she had like the Marge Simpson's hair. It was like 5, 6 layers up. And sit there and did her hair. And I put pink, ribbon around through her hair. But she's coloring. She's painting a painting, and the paint's flying everywhere. So I got about half of it done. Trying to learn shading and stuff like that. But now that I've got them home, I think what I'm gonna do in the future is photocopy them, and that way, you're not burning through your pages on the more expensive ones. Yeah, but I'm thinking it's got to be something in the setting itself because it did it the other night too. Because the first 10 minutes of that video was really, really fuzzy, and then it cleared up. So it started doing it then. So, and I haven't really done a whole lot of videos. Well, I've done the unboxings, but that's it. And I'm doing those rocks tomorrow, so I'll have to figure it out because we're doing the rocks. That's why everybody wanted to stay. I still forgot to get that soap. Dang it. I guess I'll just put a drop of Dawn in there or something. It'll have to be Dawn. because I was going to burnish them. Or I know what I'll use. They want ivory, but I have some shea butter soap, and I'll just put a little bit of shea butter soap in them because tomorrow when I rinse them and I'll look at them, and then they'll go in for a polish week, and they'll polish for a week, and maybe I'll have a week, then I can still get a bar of ivory. I knew I was in the soap pile for a reason. I just forgot. And then to burnish them, which is like making them really shiny, look like candy, is you take some ivory soap and put about 2 tablespoons of shavings and put in with them, and then let them run for about 3 or 4 days. And then you have your rocks. And then I'll make another batch. I got tons of rocks. My brother donated all of his rocks, which for the last year and a half, he has gone down to the river and he has a really nice collection of rocks. But these are the ones the kids got from that creek the other day. And, they're kid rocks. They're kid rocks. But there's a couple in there that are really pretty. They got a purple one. And see, it just went really fuzzy. I mean, I went from being in. Let me try to, because sometimes you can do that and it'll fix them up. Like I know when I'm doing drills, sometimes I'll have to like put it on a totally white background, and then I'll have to like pull them out, bring them in, kind of get them to focus. And like I said, it may need. Let's see, it just did it then. I can see it when it does it. It'll like go totally out. That is what I'm planning on doing. Because I mean, they get really. I mean, these things were huge. I had 6 pounds of rocks, and I'm down to like maybe 2. So 6 pounds of rocks has turned into 2, and they're getting to where they're about yay big. So I have actually gone on AliExpress and got like the lump sum of magnets, but they're still the neodymium magnets, so they're the good ones. And that way, when I find really cool ones, try to get them in the shop or give them away like for patrons and stuff. Where if you're a patron, you get something once a month. But yes, you're right. On this too much thinking, this little bird here is a lot of thinking. If you don't like doing counted cross stitch, a Haid is not for you unless you get one of the ones that's pre-charted. Because you can go into, what are they called? Crown Jewel? I think it's Crown Jewel. You go into Haid, and then they have a spot that's called Crown Jewel, and they will actually come to you looking just like when they come from like DAC or Union Clears. Only thing is, it won't have any drills. I mean, you'll have your labels, you'll have all your stickers, it'll have all printed. You can either tell them you want it all in black and white or you want it in color. If you want it poured, if you don't, and you'll get them. And then the only thing you have to do would be like contact Union Careers and say, I got these, I have the canvas, I just need the drills. And then she would just send it in and get the drills ordered for you. But yeah, that is my thought, to just, work on those and turn them into cover minders. Because you could walk down the road and get you some cool rocks. I'm trying to think of who it is. The one they call Cricket in Nix's thing, Robert. It's the critter I call him Cricket. One is always trying to get the pins. He follows the rock videos. He said they were a rabbit hole. He said, that's another rabbit hole. And he's right. I now have a rock tumbler. I have a rock saw. And I have a rock vibrator. Because, like, if they're not, like, say you go somewhere where the water runs over them a whole lot, and so they're pretty much already ground down where you don't need to grind them down. You just need to polish them up. You can throw them in the polisher and just polish them. And so I have a polisher, which is the vibrator. I have a saw, and I have the actual tumbler that sits out there and just tumbles all the time, nonstop. And yes, my break-in doggy is still here. So I got the break-in doggy. She's somewhere in here because she was in here a while ago. So it's actually my dad's dog. And I mean, I've lived in this, we put this trailer in here 9 years ago, and she has never come over here. And then all of a sudden, she started breaking in the house the other day. I was like, she's definite break-in doggy. And then, and actually with StreamYard, I saw someone else's that was doing this where it was like getting real fuzzy. So yeah, it may be StreamYard because I don't pay for StreamYard. This is the free version. I thought about trying Streamlabs, but this is the free version. So I got the break-in doggy where I've actually got to now fix my window because she tore all the plastic out, so I can't run my AC. So I gotta have my son come out and fix a piece of wood to where we can get that in there. And then I go on my porches and it's like covered in lizards. I don't know where they all come from, but you open the door and lizards just scattered. That's why I'm keeping that one. It's like it's a little bitty lizard. It's so beautiful. So I'm gonna do that one as a cover minder, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep that flower bouquet because actually that's the one I picked for myself, and then I decided I'd keep lizards to go with all my little lizard friends. And so I have deer friends, lizard friends, and dog friends. But yeah, this time whenever I pull them out, because they should be just before polishing, I'll actually sit down and show each one and what they're looking like. But I know one rock is purple. It's a real pretty, almost like a violet purple. And then there's one, I don't know if you remembered hearing when she was walking in the creek and she said this one has sparkles in it. As much as it is worn down, it still has silver sparkles in it. Really cool. So that's kind of neat. And then I'm making me that trash drill tray because really bad, really bad. A lot of times I just take them and go tink and throw them on the floor and vacuum them later. And people come in and say, "Why is your floor all sparkly?" It's like, oops, I was bad. I mean, you walk in, I can't figure out how they got in my bathroom though. Because they're even in my bathroom. I go in my bathroom and I have sparkles all over the floor. So it's like, don't get that one, but okay. So it's like, and hopefully everyone saw my apology video to Tima. I felt really bad about that. I really did. But the gift certificate was in my email and I never even thought about it. I was just digging in the box and pulling all the goodies out of the box and showing what was in the box. Didn't think about that until Nick said something about it also included that. I was like, oh, I'm so bad. I feel bad. I felt so bad. So I did make a little, I'm sorry. Oh, is that? Because I mean, I found one on my butt in my bed the other day. I'm like, how in the world? It's like little things everywhere. I mean, in the bathtub, everywhere. I'm surprised they're not on the dog's nose. But yeah, I will this evening when we get done, get in and go into my settings and see if there's something in my camera settings that needs to be adjusted. Because I think I was playing in there trying to do something the other day and maybe I hit the wrong button. Well, I hate hitting buttons on technological stuff because sometimes you hit the wrong button and it takes you forever to figure out what button you hit in the first place to cause all your issues. It's like, oh no. And that's basically what I was thinking. Kind of what I was thinking when my granddaughter told me her glasses went flying out on the interstate. It was like, what? You know, going from 90, having to cross all lanes so you can pull over and park and go on a little walkabout. Try not to get ran over. It was like, oh. Then when I got home, I had to feed the other ones. What? She's crawling in the bag. Who? Luna. Oh. The cat is in the bag. For real.
She was.
And then we made some sun tea. We put some sun tea out before we left.
Yeah, I haven't tried any of it.
Hmm. And so we had sun tea with well, me and my dad did. So yeah, that was because see, if I just move my head and it takes it out of focus. So it's something with the focus. I might have to get in there and figure out what I hit. Because I know at one point I was trying to do a video. It was so bad I had to go and do it through my camera settings instead of through my movie maker. And so I don't know if I hit the wrong thing in there or what. It's like, ugh. But it has been a long day, long day, long day. Because and I went to Goodwill. I actually went to Goodwill to see if they had any costume. Because I was thinking, if they have some costume jewelry, I could make some out of that. And I actually think I have some in my um, jewelry box that I can use and make some. Yeah, that cat is over there climbing in and out of the Hobby Lobby boxes. And I have to really watch her because she loves to eat the plastic off of canvases. She loves, I don't know what it is, but like if I cut a piece off, she'll snatch it and take off. I'll have to go chase her down to get it from her because I'm afraid she'll eat it, take it within her intestines and do something bad. It's like, no, you can't eat that. Stop. What? Yeah, she found the cover minder stuff. Because I'll sit down and I pull the pins off the back and glue the magnets off, and then I'm going to try to get everything that I have that's for the giveaways, try to put them in like pack it for this week, and pack it for this week, and pack it for this week, and this one's the grand prize week. Yep. And neither. She's so used to me giving everything to her and her mom. It's for giveaways for the event. Which one's for my mom? Because usually that's what I do is my daughter has made them, so is my granddaughter. They both got the suitcases with the vials. My daughter came over and took one of mine. My granddaughter, I gave her one. Was it Christmas or your birthday? I think it was. So she got hers for Christmas. She's got a pin from Donnie Diamond Drills, which is the one that has the unicorn on the end of it. So she's got a unicorn pin. She's got a unicorn cover minder that stands up. Both me and my daughter have this one. Can I show you? Can I show this one? I already did. Oh. But we both have this one, which is a dragon. So we both have the dragon. And then I have hold on, not the fairies. I have that. I have a blue one and a red one. And this I just found in the jewelry box. And put a magnet behind it and use it. Can I show them the one that was broken that I found? So, you want me to show this one? We found this one. Yeah. Just laying around. And then there's this funny one. Yeah, frog. Yeah. My son found this frog. He works at a salvage yard, and it had no drills on it or nothing. It was just the frog, but all the stones were missing. So I put 2 rhinestones in the eyes, and I filled up the body with ABs.
And then there's this funny one that says 6 eyes save lives. All of your things are really cute or really pretty.
And then I did find some more butterflies like that, so I know where to get them now.
Yeah, and most of these things are like all over the and they're so cute.
She likes the little gumdrops that came in the craftablies.
Let's see, there's a purple one, a pink one,
Oh, hand me that green frog.
green.
Oh, right there. What color is it?
Pink.
This is a magnet from Love's Truck Stop. It's a kitchen magnet, and I just put another battery, not battery, but another magnet on the back, and there we go. And I just, if anyone has a hobby, sorry guys, you guys went flying. If you have a Hobby Lobby, you can do this. They have these metal initials, and that is just where I put all my cover minders.
I haven't seen this one.
That one I got, now I just now figured out that my phone holder holds it,
Yeah.
but it doesn't hold it in. It just sits there. So if I move it a little too fast or a little to the side,
You might flip
y'all go flying.
and flip.
Oh, hand me that one. That's yeah.
This one's real pretty.
This one, guys, it came off of AliExpress.
And the
It
white
is, the old like winter craggy looking tree. And I put so many ABs in there. There's ABs throughout the branches. There's
this.
ABs I mean, this thing sparkles across the room like you would not believe. It is very, very pretty. I love that picture. It's just one of those that it really looks good.
There's Tommy.
Because there's some that are little, and that's little. I think that one's like a 12 by 12.
Yeah.
That'll look good, and other ones just don't do it. But there's not a lot of detail in it. It's like just a big tree with no leaves, and I think it's a lake behind it.
Do you just get these with movies?
Yeah, back when they used to sell them that way.
Huh.
And then
Yeah,
Aunt Stephanie, hand me that green pin right there. Yep, that one. Okay, these are what the DAC pins look like.
And
So they're not really like, it's not like a hand turned.
like this one.
Yep, they're not hand turned. Let me see.
And then
Because what I would do, if I'm ever just a little bit short, and they had this one at Hobby Lobby with the gold flake in it. But if I'm ever to where like I just need $8 or $9 and then I'll get the free shipping, I will buy a pin. And like recently, I've just been using this one over here.
Yeah, and there's also two more right here.
And this is an Amazon pin, but this one I don't like as well because it's too light and too skinny. And then
I like this one, but
this one's a pink one.
I'd rather have a little heavier and a little darker.
Yes, she's spoiled. They are spoiled to my equipment.
I like it, okay?
And I have been looking all over for my Quake hold, and I can't find it. So I may have to end up buying more because I was going to try to make my own Quake hold and get some essential oils and just mix them together and make my own. And I have the little containers. I mean, I have booty load of containers, lots of containers. So you could make up a little thing of putty and give it out. But that was my thing. Depending on what patron level people are, is what they would get, and the ones who are the highest would get something homemade, every month or every other month. And I understand about the drills. That's the only thing about the way I got my hay, the fact that it wasn't all the drills from the same place. It's like some are from Diamond Drills USA. I'm not sure where the person I bought them from got theirs, but they was a little bitty crinkly packets. That one was pretty too. That one was pretty. And then on Artemisa, I'm using the one I just won off of TJ. And I did put in for that watermelon colored one because that was really pretty, but I didn't get it. But I would have liked to have gotten it because it was really, really, really pretty. Pretty colors. It was like a watermelon pink and watermelon green, and very pretty. I think baby's wanting in the house. Alexis, Alexis. I think I lost a kid. Well, hold on. I'll take y'all with me because I think the dog's over there beating on the door. Yeah, she's beating on the door. I can hear her digging at it. Coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Boy, the boys must have. Okay, I'm gonna have to show y'all this. Okay. See the black dog? That's the break-in doggy. That is the break-in doggy. But you're not gonna believe this. You are not gonna believe this. But I wouldn't have believed it. There is one kid out. And another one out. Cannot believe that. Both of them smooth, plumb out. Can you believe that? I don't know where the other one went, but they are plumb, smooth, gone. But I knew I better get over there and let the dogs in because I could hear them digging at the door. It's like she is a break-in doggy. I mean, she will break in the house. It's like, I'm breaking in your house. You better let me in because I'm coming. And then I might actually, I got Color Street on my toes, but I may put a huru, a hoo or something. Yep, they are out. I mean, they're out. One's on the floor and one's on a couch, and they are smooth out. It's like, that's weird. But I know my one's got a little bit of a sunburn on the back of his shoulder. My dad said they played out in the water hose for a good hour or so. And then where the pool used to be, because when you put a pool up, you have to have it on all that sand. So all the sand is still there. So they got soaking wet and then went and rolled in the sand and then went and got soaking wet again. And then you're going to love this. Came in and told my dad that Nana tells us we have to get naked to dry off. I said, that's not what I tell you. I tell you to go sit in the sun to dry off, not run around naked. And it was just like, he said, yeah, they've been naked for about an hour. And I was like, oh, my Lord. I said, they're little naked freaks. It's like, and well, the biggest one, she may have went over to Papa's because, Papa just lives, you go to the bottom of my driveway, walk across the gravel road and walk up the front of his grass and you're at Papa's house. So she may have went over to Papa's house because they do that a lot. Used to freak me out in the morning. You wake up at 6:30 in the morning and their kids are missing, and then you find out they went over to sit on Papa's front door trying to wake them up. And it was like, no, you come wake me up before you and ask before you take off. It's like, oh, but yeah, the pool is gone. One with my abdomen the way it is, and it's trying to. The sucky part is the hernia repair is trying to fail. So definitely can't care for a pool because let me tell you, that stuff is hard. Caring for a pool, doing pool care. There she is. Where were you at? Oh, you took the tablet in the bathroom. Stinky. But taking care of a pool, that's some tough work. And make sure you read the bottles because when my ex and me were together, he did all the pool work. So I never touched the pool. He wouldn't let me touch the pool. He did all the pool work. He was like, you're working, pool be clean, you come home, you hop in the pool. Well, when we split up, I had to figure out the pool. And really, me, I thought, well, why does this says put this in here? I didn't read how much. I found out it's supposed to be like a cat pool for every so many thousand gallons. No, I pour like, half the bottle. My pool turns so white. I'm talking white. My granddaughter's goggles fell in and she's like, I can't see them no more. And I was like, eventually we'll find them. But it took like 2 months to get that white. I mean, it went white. So I learned you have to read the bottles. You have to read the bottles, but I don't have to deal with it no more because it's down. I might make I'm thinking of making a fire pit in one corner of it and then like a horseshoe. I think I'm gonna get like hard plastic horseshoes because I'm afraid to give the boys metal horseshoes because they probably hurt each other because they're kind of, yeah, that's kind of the way they roll. That is just the way they roll. And then I was told I need to fix the teeter totter because I have a big teeter totter, like a big teeter totter. But then I also got the airplane teeter totter. And the big teeter totter, one of the seats came off. And so basically, it's just a matter of getting a piece of wood, making the same size as the seat, and putting it on there. But the time frame, and it's like my dad won't let me near the power tools, so it's the time frame kind of thing. He's like, no, you might cut your finger off. He's always afraid I'm gonna cut my finger off. Much as he's afraid I'll cut my finger off, I should be fingerless, like nubs, just down to the nubbies, nubs. Let me see, I see anything else that was cool at Hobby Lobby. I do like Hobby Lobby better than Michael's. I'll have to say that. One, Michael's did not have hardly any. They had cooler jars, so I would go there for get my jars. But they didn't have any good sales. I mean, not really. Like the gemstones, and they were still $13, but they didn't have. I mean, like they didn't have any, hardly any. It was like leisure arts for their diamond art, and they didn't have any diamond art club. They didn't have any diamond dots. It was very little, very skimpy. Whereas Hobby Lobby now carries the full diamond dots. They'll carry blank canvases for diamond dots. They will carry all the dots. I mean, like by color, and then by package. Like they have the pastel pack. They'll have a neon pack. They'll have the metals pack. So they got the different packs. There's like 4 or 5 of them in each pack, and you get the packs. And so they have those, and then they got the canvases, and they got where they used to just have partials. Now they have the partials, and then they have beginner, they have intermediate, and then advanced kits. And the advanced kits, they're pretty detailed. I mean, they're right up there with like doing Sneaky Cat. And they do have Sneaky Cat. So anyone who's looking for Sneaky Cat, it's at Hobby Lobby. And I know it's big too. Big and lots of purple because I have it. And then they had some storage, and I actually have some of it. I'll sit down and do a storage container video one of these days. Hopefully Sandy will get up here because that would be awesome. Number one, y'all get to meet Sandy, but she can help me with doing the videos. And so that would be, a big help because it's no fun doing them by yourself in that room back there. So, but I mean, I have Harbor Freight, I have Lockables, I have Elizabeth Ward's, I have the knockoff Elizabeth Ward's off of AliExpress. I've got the suitcases. I've got the super huge mega. It looks like an actual suitcase, all the way down just to the little zippered suitcase. I mean, when I went down this rabbit hole, if I had started my channel a year ago, I would have made because I mean I was getting stuff left right. If I saw it on anyone's channel, I was buying it. So I've actually got an M&M drill tray. Hey Alexis, hand me my M&M. No, look over here. My drill tray, the M&M drill tray. Look on the table. Down on the table. It's purplish. Other side. She found it. I don't think she's ever seen him.
No.
I'm gonna use him as a drill tray, but he was so cute.
Yeah.
He was so cute. So I have the little purple. Now him I'm gonna keep, but I do have some like puppy paws that I'll probably give away as a giveaway sometime. But I bought him just because I thought he was cute. I've never used him as a drill tray, but I just thought he was cute. But I mean, I was always getting stuff. Oh man, I've got every kind of glue, paint, um, stapler. I mean, stretch canvas. Because a lot of times I'll find them on sale. Be at Walmart or where they'll be having a sale where it's 2 or 3 stretch canvases. He is so cute, and the lid comes off. But he's cute. But it's inside. It's just I don't know. It just doesn't line up right, and it doesn't shake right. But I still like him because he's cute. So I keep him for the looks. He's more my looks tray, and I love the M&M dude. Oh, and so I just kind of I like him. So he's one of my favorites. And I mean, I have stuff that I have bought and never used. I got a the wood thing where can put 3 big trays in it. It holds it. And yeah, I got that. Never used. So I'll probably give that as a giveaway at some point. Tijuana have you gotten yours yet? Because you should have got yours this week. Yours should have came in this week. I hope you like it. I hope it's not one you already have, because that would kind of suck. Would have hate to have sent you something that you already had. That's kind of a bummer. And then I figure that Lizzie's is going to be probably at least another week because it's all the way over in Australia. Yeah, that was hers was the easiest to wrap. And I will let y'all know, found this out the hard way. Duct tape doesn't work when you're trying to use it for packing tape. I thought, oh, I'll duct tape this shit. Oh no, it just comes right off that paper. Just comes right off. So I had to go to Dollar Tree and buy some packing tape because it was like, this ain't working. Not working. So yeah, not working. And how many are ready for tomorrow night in Nix's room? But yeah, the story I was telling y'all. Hey, phone has been nuts. Anyway, I mean, it's like it comes on by itself. It opens apps, numerous by itself. And I was sound asleep. And if you've listened to her play Subnautica, you know how she'll be going, boat, 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 where's the boat? Well, I wake up to boat, 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 where's the boat? And I was like, what the heck? That's what woke me up was Nyx yelling for her boat. I was like, what in the world? I mean, so yeah, it's doing crazy things. It
What
is.
boat?
It's in a game she's playing, but when she's looking for her boat, and then she's yelling for the boat because she's running out of oxygen, she's running out of air. I was just like, oh Lord. Yeah, and see, it's like it just went fuzzy from here down. I mean, I don't know what it's doing. So I'm wondering if it's StreamYard too, because I'm trying to think if it's at work because they were like, you're fixing to have to pay. I usually go in there and just so I have company on Saturday, but I never see people. I saw more people today than I have in I don't know how long. Because I was saying, I live 17 and a half miles from the nearest town. So, so it's like my dad's the only person I ever see, and half time he don't come out anymore. So it's like it's just out here.
So y'all's my company. Y'all have been my saving grace. Because otherwise it was just me, myself, and the dogs. And nobody. Except I'm about to go and find that UPS man and smack him upside the head. He's leaving like 90 pounds of dog food on the side of the road. It's like, what? What are you doing? I said, bring it up to the porch. I mean, can you imagine that? They just take these two big old boxes of Chewy, which is dog food and cat food, and just dump it on the side of the road because they don't want. I mean, well, you can drive your little truck up the driveway and put it on my porch. It's a lot safer. What happened last week? 'Cause I must have missed that. Sometimes I think that they need to only have one or two in the room at a time, though, instead of pulling so many in because it gets kind of chaotic when there's more than two, and it's hard to keep up with. It's yeah, kind of hard to keep up with. But I was surprised that I actually stayed till the end. Stayed till the end. Sometimes I go to sleep on it, not very often though. And then, but I'll just sit here and have it on because I'm going to try to knock out at least this other 8% on this so that when my daughter gets here, because it will take the both of us to do it. And, sweep the floor over there, carry that over there gently because I don't want any beads to pop off because they pop off, you don't know where to put them back or what to put back. And so I need to take it over there and then I need to roll it with my little handy dandy roller. And then I'm going to seal it. I use polyacrylic because Mod Podge, I tried Mod Podge, it makes it stiff. I tried that double thick and it made it kind of stiff. Whereas polyacrylic will leave it pliable. It'll bend and fold, but it doesn't. It keeps it from popping and it still shines. So I stick to the polyacrylic. If I did anything more than that, I might use polyurethane, which is still Minwax, and use that. But that seems to be because it actually is where you can, move it, bend it a little. It doesn't crack. It doesn't get hard. Now, I would say, like for her, she's going to have to be because she's not going to be behind glass. And if they're not behind glass, I would say put at least a thin layer of seal on it because yeah, I love the polyacrylic. I mean, I won't use the Mod Podge and all that because it makes it really stiff and and it takes some of the shine away, but the polyacrylic doesn't. And like, if you have that on there and say, like me, I live out where it's like dusty as all, we live on a dirt road. And so I can actually just take, a barely damp rag and just kind of wipe over it and it kind of gets all the dust and dirt off of them. Whereas otherwise, with the Mod Podge, it's going to soften it up to where, it'll make it wet. And if it's not, you're just going to have dirt that's going to get down inside your drills. So, if you're not going to put it under something, go ahead and do a thin layer of polyacrylic just to save it. Because, everyone's talking about that warranty, but that warranty is where if you get it and you spill your drills, they'll replace your drills, or they sent you not enough, or that's kind of what that warranty. It's in a lifetime because like I got some that have been sitting back there for 3 years, so it's still lifetime because I haven't opened it yet, and if I do, then it'll cover it. But yeah, she's going to be sealed because I'm not going to purchase a big piece of glass that's 5 something by 4. One, that would be so heavy on the wall, it would be unreal. As it is, I'm going to have to figure out how to prep them. What I'm thinking of doing is getting a thin sheet of that, what is it called? It's a real thin piece of wood, almost like wood, but not wood, but it's real thin. I can't remember what it's called, but I know what it looks like. And put it down on that, and then get some trim and put the trim around the edges and use the trim for making a frame and kind of encase it together. because otherwise, I mean, try to buy a frame that big would cost you a fortune. So I'm gonna have to learn how to make a frame, and it's gonna be so big. Just doing it on a dowel, I don't think would work because it's gonna be stinking huge. It's the equivalent of 460 by 80s. So take 460 by 80s and lay them together on your floor, and that's how big this canvas is going to be when it's done. So I don't think they make a frame big enough to put it in, unless I want to go have one custom made, and you're going to pay big time to get a frame that's 120 by 160. You are going to pay some bang. And since I don't get a whole lot no more with being on disability, that'd be out of the question. That would be no and no and no. I think that's the hardest thing. Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking it'd be too hard to do it without too heavy, because I mean it's going to be heavy regardless. So I think it would be too heavy just to use dowels. It's going to have to be a frame that has like multiple hooks on the back, and it's going to be one that's going to take two people at least to hang it on it. So I mean she's got a whole wall dedicated for her in my bedroom already. It just stays empty because she will fit exactly. I mean that's what she's going to fit there exactly. And then Lady of the Forest is going to go on the wall catty corner to where she's going to be. So, and I've decided that I'm adding one, two, three, at least three extra ABs into Lady of the Forest. I'm doing on all the black around the back of her wings. I'm doing black ABs instead of just black. And then on the inside of her wings, it's got where they used 141. And instead of using 141, I'm going to use frost. Frost is beautiful, guys. Frost is a beautiful color. And so I'm going to use frost on the inside of there. And then I'm going to do the 141s in her crown because they're all wove throughout her crown. And then in the bottom of the dress where it had all those 141s, I'm going to buy. You go to Tmon, she has little baby seed pearls that are half seed pearls with an AB coating on them. And I'm going to use those in the bottom of that dress. Yeah, and then in her hair, she doesn't have any in her hair, but she's got all those multiple layers of color in her hair. And I'm going to see if I can find, one of them colors in either an AB or maybe even in a crystal, because the crystals are glass and the frosteds are glass, and that would give it that really, bang, like highlight to it. So that's what my gift certificate from my winnings is going to be, for the seeds on the bottom of that, and then the wings. So that's what I'm going to do with those. So yeah, got plans. Got my cover minders. I got some putty because it came from, what is it, Enchanted Succulents, I think is what it's called. And then I've got all these color cover minders, and then I got like the little Hamsa Palm, and I got one that's a black cat, one's a hat, and got a bunch like that coming in. Who is that? Taz, he's having a reverse sneeze. Talk to him real gently. My dog's over there reverse sneezing, and it's the freakiest sound when your dogs do that, because it sounds like they're gagging or choking or something, and actually they're sneezing, but they're sneezing reversely. Really weird. And then, so I got those. I got the NYX trays. I've got the DP cover, the DP with sparkler certificate. I probably put a couple of paintings in with it. And then I know Amber's got some cover minders she's adding. And then we're trying to get a few other sponsors so that we can have like one for each week and then have one major grand prize one. So it'd be pretty cool. And I'm being pretty open with it. You can do cross stitch, you can do, coloring, you can do wood burning, as long as it's something in that realm. If you just want to go get a picture of Thor, hey, someone might get a picture of Thor. So they would be able to do that. I mean, I was going to do Artemisa until I saw Lady of the Forest, and then I changed it because I was going to do that. My dad, already over to the snout on it. I mean, that one's going quick. So doing good. But here in a little bit, me and her are going to clean off the kitchen table and take everything that belongs back in the craft room to the craft room so that the kitchen table will look more presentable. Then I need to work on my little work area on my table in here and like put the stuff that I'm not using or not going to use, take it back in the craft room and put it on the little desk thing. And guys, that paint thing I made, that is cool because I've got all of my paint slid in those napkin holders and it's just pull it out and put it in. So that is the big dog, the middle dog, and the biggest child all rolling around on the floor. Well, no, even the little dog all rolling around the floor wrestling together. And I don't know if anyone else's dogs do this, but my middle dog likes to brush the other dog's teeth. And I did look it up. It is a thing, and it's to do with the pack order. It's something with the pack order. But they'll just walk around, brush their teeth. They got the cleanest teeth in the world. And now that I've inherited the other dogs, so now I have 4 dogs. Dad can just throw his dog food over here, and at least I wouldn't have to get as much. He was like, "Why is she coming over here? It's not raining." I said, "She's not stupid. It's hotter than heck out there. I'd come in here too." So it's hot out there, so she comes in here because it's AC and got food. And there's like 2 dog beds that she can pick from. And she's like in hog heaven. She's like, "Why would I not want to be in here?" Whereas he doesn't let her in the house, so she's just decided that, yeah, this is the place to be. And what are you doing? Uh, and then I've got 4 kits I need to unkit, but I don't think I'm going to keep the rounds. I'm just going to keep the squares because the rounds were from budget companies, and I just try to keep the gooder one, like DAC, the older DAC rounds because they were better. Right now they were having problems, and they're just now trying to get them straightened out. Oh Lord, sorry about that. Because I think I went to bed. I'm trying to think of what time it was, but we were on till late, like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then I had to get up at 6, so didn't get a whole lot of sleep. Did not get a whole lot of sleep. And then I've been driving around all day with no AC, which that really pulls it out of you. And of course, they don't. I don't know if anyone younger people probably wouldn't notice the difference. Us older ones, we would. Back in the day, when they really knew how to work on cars, they could listen to it and say, "Oh, it's that," or it's doing this, and "Oh, it's this." Now it's, let me plug in the code decoder. Oh, it's not telling me exactly where, so I don't know what it is. So it's like I got one car that don't work because it's the first computers that they came up with for cars. So when you plug in the thing, all it tells you is where it's at, not anything else. It doesn't tell you a sensor, it doesn't tell you, it'll just say ignition system. And then by God, you better know your stuff because you got to figure it out from there. And so that one's, you got to be a halfway decent mechanic, and there's only one place I can take it, and it takes forever for him to get in there because he's got so many older cars that he's working on. It's like if I take that car to the shop, it's a guaranteed 3 months. 3 months before I get it back. And then the other one, the AC went out, and I take it in, and it's under warranty. They fill it with the Freon. They say, "Oh, we don't see no leaks. We don't know why it's got a problem. There's no leaks, but we filled it. You're good. It'll blow ice cold air for 2 weeks, and then in 2 weeks it's run out of freon and it's blowing scalding hot, super hot, heated air. And so I have done 3 trips with them. And I need to I might take it to my older guy and actually say, will you cut this warranty cover you? Because I bought a million mile warranty. Yes, I bought a warranty that is good for 1,000,000 miles. So with a 1,000,000 mile warranty, I'm hoping that I can use it anywhere. Because I'm gonna try to take it to someone that they can just say, oh, I know, I got an idea of what it is, and go look, instead of saying, oh, I don't see a leak. And because I'm thinking, because one person was saying that there was 2 air compressors, one in the front, one in the rear, and that the seals in the rear were bad. And then when I got it back, they never even mentioned working on it, but he wasn't there no more, and there wasn't nothing written in the computer, so no one knows anything. So I just roll the windows down and drive 75. So I do the old, 2x75. We're good. Well, guys, I have been on here for right at an hour and 50, well, be almost 58 minutes. So I am going to hop off. If you would like to know when I come on, I'm on every Friday from 5 to 7. So, you can go in and hit subscribe, hit the little bell, and it'll tell you when I'm on, because I'm always popping. I'm trying to get where either a video or a live will be on daily. Something will be up daily. And I'm trying to make it with the hay that I do at least one a week of, follow along where it's at. And actually, y'all have seen a lot of this evolve amazingly, because when I started doing lives, I was way over on the wings, and then had to come to the side over here and do the whole planet, the bottom of her face. So y'all have seen a lot of it evolve. And it's really cool when you're going from white to you have a picture, because it's really neat.
I wonder how long it took to the artist to make this. It's really deep.
I don't know, but it does have a lot of detail. But all of her art has a lot of detail.
Well, bye guys. I guess Nana will see you next Friday. Not me though.
And then I have 2 more J walls coming. I have Dragon Dancers, which is a flying dragon that has 6 dancers on his back. Very pretty. And then I have the Millennium Tree coming in. And that's the one with the 2 hands holding the earth, and it's got the DNA strand, and it's very detailed. Got all kinds of people in the bottom, a lot of detail, but very, very, very pretty. And of course, I got them both at 75 by 100. Like, go big or go home. So, but I'm not going to go this big no more. But 75 by 100, I know where I can get a frame to fit that, because Walmart has them in their you go to where their actual frames are, and they're over there, and they call them mainstays, and you can find them there to fit. Not Tijuana. Let me know when you get your package, because it should be there really soon. And so I'm gonna hop off of here, guys. It's been great to have you in here. Sorry that it's been fuzzy. I'm gonna go in and work on the phone and see what I can figure out. And I love y'all. Hit the thumbs up on the way out, and I will see you again sometime during the week, definitely with videos and lives. So, bye.
Hey.